What is the future of Mars? Recently, NASA had discovered through satellite imaging weird long dark stains on downhill slopes. Calling them recurring slope lineae, it was decided that the lineae was created by salty water. The water flows down during the Martian summer and cools in the winter. It is believed that the water comes from underground and flows out when it is heated. The problem is, we haven't seen it yet. Satellite imaging isn't always the best, so we would need to get up close to see the truth, and at the moment, we can't. There are two ways of getting close, but it will take some time before we can get there. Our rovers, Curiosity and Opportunity, are right now roaming on Mars. They do scientific research of the planet's geography. They have the technology to check for water and what it contains. The problem is, they aren't allowed to. The 1967 Outer Space Treaty forbids anyone from sending a mission, robot or human, close to a water source in the fear of contaminating it with life from Earth. The rovers have been contaminated by microbes while traveling to Mars from Earth and aren't clean enough to get near to the water. There are, however, already other ideas on how to get there. An example is by sending a 3D printer to Mars. We'll create a robot from scratch there which won't be contaminated by Earth's microbes. This could work since the technology is existent, but it will be hard to get it perfectly functioning on Mars. But what about sending humans? We have been to the moon a few times, so why not to Mars? It is being worked on, and NASA hopes to send people to Mars in 2030, but there still needs to be a lot of research done to be able to get there. 2 men are staying on the ISS for a year right now. The longest time that any astronaut is allowed there is 6 months. The goal is to see the effects of zero-G on the body. This could help us discover the future for spaceflight and how long humans can last in space. It is, however, not only a problem to get to Mars, but also to live on Mars. It has a little gravity and a small atmosphere, mainly containing CO2. It has no magnetic field around it, so it doesn't deflect the harmful radiation that can kill a human. The temperatures are below -60 degrees Celsius or -80 degrees Fahrenheit. The southern half of the planet has brutal summers and winters due to the elliptical orbit, which makes the winters colder when the planet is on the furthest edge of the ellipse and the summers hotter when it's on the closest edge of the ellipse. The northern half has more constant seasons, similar to Earth, except with colder temperatures, being 20 degrees Celsius or 68 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer, and much colder in the winter. The largest problem is the Martian dust. It contains the salt perchlorate, which affects the thyroid gland. Breathing it in would kill any human, so it has to be controlled before we can send humans to Mars. It will be a while before we send humans, and it might take a bit to send rovers too, so water on Mars will stay a mystery. But if we do discover it somehow, it will be important for the future of our research on planetary geography. If we find any living creatures where there is water, it could teach us more on how life is created. Maybe creatures there don't have similar DNA, or maybe they have a different sense perception. Mars will get to hold on to its secrets for the time being, but humans will stay curious, and we will discover more about our red brother in the near future.